Hello dear students, today I am with you Adina Eshankulova. Today's your topic is adverbs and adverbial expressions. Today's our lesson is adverbs and adverbial expressions. Let's get started. Adverbs and adverbial expressions. Adverbs and adverbial expressions are the words which gives us more about verbs. Adverbs is a part of a speech that denotes some characteristics of action. An adverbial phrase is like an adverb. It adds more information in the sentences, but it uses more than one word to describe the verb. Adverbial expressions, a group of words without having subject-verb combination, that verb which are as a adverb in a sentence. Let's learn kinds of adverbs. Adverb of time tells us when an action or situation happened. Adverbs of manner tells us how an action or situation carried out. Adverb of frequency tells us how often an action or situation takes place. Adverb of degree tells us to what extent something happens. Adverb of reason tells us why an action or situation takes place. Adverb of duration tells us how long something is done. And adverb of place tells us where an action or situation takes place. You see here, guys, adverbs are the words which answers to the question when, how often, where, and why. For example, adverbs of manners: bravely, fast, happily, hard, quickly, well. Adverbs of place: by, down, here, near, there, up. Adverb of time: now, soon, still, then, today, yet. Frequency: always, never, often, twice, occasionally. Sentence: certainly, definitely, luckily, surely. Degree: fairly, hardly, rather, quiet, to, verify. And interrogative: when, where, and why. Relative: when, where, and why. To practice what we have learned so far, let's watch a short video, then we will listen to a short story.
Adverbs. Nikki is telling Ricky about words that describe an action verb. For example, I ate my dinner quickly.
Here, quickly tells us how the action happens. That is, quickly describes the action word ate.
Another example. Sam sees many puppies outside. In this example,
outside tells us where the action happens.
That is, outside describes the action word sees. Let us look at one more example. My father came home early.
Here, early tells us when the action happens.
That is, early describes the action word came.
An adverb is a word that tells something more about a verb.
An adverb tells how, where, or when an action happens. The words daily, somewhere, quickly, everywhere, calmly, regularly, nowhere, freely, silently, near, soon, etc. are adverbs. An adverb never describes a noun or a pronoun. Ricky often gets confused between adverbs and adjectives. Nikki tells him to remember the following. Adverbs describe verbs. Adjectives describe nouns. an adverb never describes a noun. For example,
I ate a heavy meal. Here, the word heavy describes the noun meal. Sometimes we add ly to an adjective to get an adverb.
the dress is elegant. Here, elegant, an adjective, describes the dress, which is a noun. She dresses elegantly. Here, elegantly, an adverb, describes
the verb dresses.
Here, in this short story by O. Henry called Go, while you are listening, you have to find adverbs.
Girl by O. Henry, Part 1.
I've found where she lives,
said the detective quietly.
Here is the address.
Hartley took the piece of paper. On it were the words, Vivian Arlington, number 341 East 49th Street.
She moved there a week ago,
said the detective.
I can follow her if you want. It will only cost you $7 a day and expenses. No, thank you,
interrupted Hartley.
I only wanted the address. How much is it? 1 day's work,
said the detective.
$10.
Hartley paid the man. Then he left the office and took a tram to Broadway. After walking a short distance, he arrived at the building that he was looking for. Hartley rang the bell. The door opened. He went in and began to climb the stairs. On the 4th floor, he saw her standing in an open door. Vivian was about 21. Her hair was red gold, and her eyes were sea blue. She was wearing a white top and a dark skirt.
Vivian,
said Hartley.
You didn't answer my last letter. It took me a week to find your new address. Why didn't you answer me? You knew I was waiting to see you and hear from you.
As in the second text, in a part 2, all the adverbs are shown, highlighted.
Part 2. The girl looked out the window dreamily.
Mr. Hartley,
she said slowly.
I don't know what to say to you. I understand all the advantages of your offer, and sometimes I feel sure that I could be happy with you. But then, sometimes I am less sure. I was born a city girl, and I am not sure that I would enjoy living a quiet life in the suburbs.
My dear girl,
said Hartley,
you will have everything that you want. You can come to the city for the theater, for shopping, and to visit your friends as often as you want. You can trust me, can't you?
I can trust you completely,
she said, smiling at him.
I know you are the kindest of men, and that the girl who you get will be very lucky. I heard all about you when I was at the Montgomerys.
Ah,
exclaimed Hartley.
I remember so well the evening I first saw you at the Montgomerys. I will never forget that dinner. Come on, Vivian. Promise me. I want you. Nobody else will ever give you such a happy home.
Vivian didn't answer. Suddenly, Hartley was suspicious.
Tell me, Vivian,
he asked.
Is there someone else?
You shouldn't ask that, Mr. Hartley,
she said.
But I will tell you, there is one other person, but I haven't promised him anything.
Vivian,
said Hartley masterfully.
you must be mine.
Vivian looked him in the eye.
Do you think for one moment,
She said calmly,
that I could come to your home while Eloise is there?
Now, dear students, let's train your brain. Here is a little quiz for you. I will give you 1 minute for you to fulfill. You have to use sentences. You have to rewrite sentences with the words in the brackets. For example, our friends must write a test, so you must use the word also in this sentence. Our friends must also write a test. Let's get started. First one. I was joking. And the answer is I was only joking. Number 3. Did you enjoy the flight? And here you are right. Did you both enjoy the flight? Mary watches TV. So you have to use here the word hardly ever, both of them. And Mary hardly ever watches TV, and you are again right. Next, he drives his car. The right answer is he drives his car carefully. The children play football. The right answer is the children play football in the garden. Next, we went to the cinema. And the right answer, yes, you're right. We went to the cinema yesterday. John fell off the bike. And the right answer, John almost fell off the bike. Last two sentences. Her boyfriend will buy her some flowers. And the answer is, her boyfriend will probably buy her some flowers. My uncle is moving to Stockholm soon. And the answer is, my uncle is definitely moving to Stockholm soon. Let's get to the next quiz. Our next task is, you have to put T for true and F for false. I will give you 1 minute. Let's get started. The first one is joyfully and slowly are adverbs that tell how something was done. And that is true. Well done. Number 2, adverbs are the name of a person or thing. That is false. Next, yesterday and later are adverbs that tell when. When, yesterday, and later. That is true. Well done, guys. Next one. Adverbs should always be capitalized. This is, of course, false. Next one. Away and upstairs are adverbs that tell where. And you are again right. This is true. Well done, guys. Next, adverbs never ends with an ly. That is false because adverbs ends with ly. Some adverbs say how much something was done. And that is true. You're absolutely right. Cat and dog are adverbs. And here, this is of course false. Totally and almost are adverbs that tell how much. And that is true. Well done. Sadly, always, tomorrow, and very are adverbs. And this is again true. You're right, guys. Here, group the following adverb according to their function. Here I'm giving you 1 minute to put these words in their categories. So categories are how, when, where, to what extent. Words you have to put urgently, home, soon, quiet, to, weekly, awkwardly, abroad, unevenly, anywhere, totally, afterwards, almost, quietly, before, inside. Are you ready to start? Let's start. How, the words which comes to this group, urgently, awkwardly, unevenly, and quietly. Yes, guys, you are absolutely right. Perfect. Well done. Let's get to the next. When. This is time. And soon, weekly, afterwards, before. Third, where. And here's the answer. Yes. Home, abroad, anywhere, inside. Next one, to what extent? The last one. Yes, and the right answer is quiet, to, totally, almost. Well done, guys. Here is a small quiz for which every sentence I'm giving you 10 seconds to answer. Let's get started. First one. Which word is an adverb in the sentence? Mike is always arriving late. A. Mike. B. Always. C. Arriving. The right answer is? Yes, you are right. That is always. Well done. Number 2. Which word is an adverb in this sentence? The weather is changing very quickly. A. Weather. B. Changing. C. Quickly. And the right answer is? Yes, that is quickly. Number 3. Which word is an adverb in this sentence? The film told the story very well. A. Film. B. is story. C is well. And the right answer, you are again right. Yes, this is the answer, well, which is C. Number 4. Which word is an adverb in the sentence? Sue picked up the ancient vase very carefully. A. Ancient. B. Vase. C. Carefully. And the right answer is carefully. Yes, you are absolutely right. Now the last sentence. Which word is an adverb in this sentence? The dark clouds came over very quickly. A. Dark. B. Came. And C. Quickly. And here, yes, this is the answer, quickly. Now it's time to say goodbye. Have a nice day.